Hello and welcome to Ginger Man. Today I am in Benarty. Now Benarty, like Cardenden, has various villages in it, but this one's in a nice long straight line. Last time I was here, 5 years ago, I forgot about Glencraig, so I thought I'll start in Glencraig today and then I'll cover the whole of Benarty, and we're going to go play some bingo at Bragg. There's a lot happening today, so let's get stuck in about it. Benarty, show me what you got. Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, I'm firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home. Ginger Man with a can is here to make your day.
Right, this is the reason I've started here, because a couple of ladies I met at Bragg a couple of weeks ago from the Crochet Club told me that I'd missed something in Benarty that was really important, and here it is. This is essentially the heart of the mining villages in Fife, here in Benarty, and I remember being at the Ballingry side and they've got a nice memorial there, but I've never seen this one, and look, there's a memorial to a footballer. There's lots here. I'm excited to read because I've learned so much about it. If I can get in this gate, I'm in the gate. It's got all about the colliery. We've got this football top in memory of Peter Johnson. Peter Johnson was born at Cowdenbeath on the 30th of December 1887. Around 1895 his parents, Thomas and Elizabeth Johnson, moved to the nearby mining village of Glencraig. That's where I'm standing, where a new colliery had been sunk and where Thomas found work as a coal miner. By April 1901, the Johnson family were living in the quaintly named Glencraig cottages, situated in the north of the rapidly expanding village. Okay. And like so many of his generation and social class, financial necessity forced Peter to leave school at 13 and go straight into the pits. Imagine that today, sending kids. You're not even allowed to smack a kid today. They were sending kids at 13 into the pits, where he joined his father howking coal for 10 hours a day. Howking coal. A talented junior footballer, just about every young boy of the period, Peter fantasised about escaping the dangers and sheer hard physical graft of the pits by making it in professional football. As a youth he played for junior sides Buckhaven FC, Kelty Rangers FC, now Kelty Hearts, who knows, and Glencraig Celtic FC. Peter soon secured a permanent place in the Celtic side, and on the 23rd of December 1910, squeezed between a 3-1 win over Motherwell and a 1-0 victory over Kilmarnock, the Celtic start tied the knot. Well, there he's there. There's a lot to read about this guy here. I think he maybe died in the war. Shortly after the Great War broke out in August 1914, Peter Johnson, now a father of two, went back into the Glencraig pit, where he again howked coal, toiling as a war worker. In March 1916, he voluntarily joined the British Army, aged just 28. He was in his prime as a professional footballer and already well on his way to becoming legend at Celtic Park. So he died in a battle, the Battle of Arras. Just take a second to think about that. This guy was playing for Celtic. War breaks out, he goes back to working in the mines, then he joins the army, then he dies. Wow, what a story. And here he lived in Glencraig. And this is quite a touching and really incredible story, and what a memorial he's got here as well. I didn't know about this. This is amazing. It's hard to read this sign because it's not been put in properly. But if you want to read all about the Glencraig colliery, here it's here. And look at all the names of the lives lost here. That is absolute insanity. I guess this is a good place to start today's story because 1988, a man called Willie Clark decides to open Benarty Regeneration Action Group with the pitch shutting down. And I guess that's the full circle, because that's why I'm here today. It's also the same year I was born, 1988. What are the chances? This is where the 19 comes from, Rosyth. It'll take you about 4 days to get here, but you can get the bus. Benarty is the name informally used to refer to the ex-mining towns of Ballingry and Lochore and the villages of Crosshill, Lochore and Glencraig. Glencraig is where I am now. There you go, so you know, I've done my due diligence here, I know exactly where I am. So this is Glencraig basically, from where the memorial is to here. The entrance sign to Glencraig's there. Right, I'm back in the Burtmobile and I'm going to drive and leave the van up at the Bragg Centre in Crosshill, which is the next village up. I'm getting steamy glasses because although it looks cloudy, it is a hot, humid week this week. As you can tell by my tan is starting to glow again. I was starting to fade. Anyway, I'm going on. Let's get to Crosshill. So here I am in Crosshill, and this is the home of Bragg Enterprises. And this is where I have been doing my vlogging class and learning all about the local area, the mining history and incredible work Bragg do in the community, because I've travelled around everywhere and there's something that keeps me going. It's the work that I see communities doing. That's the stuff that makes me happy at night. Not the big fancy showboat millionaire stuff, but just the everyday salt of the earth community work. I remember this last time. I remember this. Now this fence wasn't here, and by new I mean this fence has been erected in the last 5 years. Because last time I just wandered in there, it's the community centre, they padlocked it. It's a sign of the times. So much vandalism, or maybe they're upgrading the building. Who knows? But I'm back and I'm in the heart of Crosshill right now. It's Lochore Welfare that play here. And football is massive in these areas. Rich football and history, as we've already learnt. A Celtic player came from the village next door, or you could say came from the Benarty area, which is this area. I've played football on this pitch. I've played football on this pitch many a time, and I've also attempted to try and play golf at the golf course there at Lochore Meadows. It's a really nice bit here with the park. The football pitches look good, and then you've got the Lochore Meadows Council golf course, 9 holes. I think they've got a new pavilion, so they're not short of outdoor activities in this area. I feel like when you drive through the high street it can look a bit tired and worn, but the magic in this area is in the reclaiming of the nature areas that were once, you know, filled with collieries and all things that weren't good for nature, maybe good for the economy and, you know, the the jobs, money, all of that sort of thing together, but not so good for the environment. So the last time I played golf here was probably about 8 years ago, maybe more. And I never had this. This is new. It was just a wee hut before with an old guy in it. There you go. That was really good value for the golf in there. It's been a while since I played. It used to only be like a few quid to play, just 9 holes, enjoy yourself. But it's a lot busier than it used to be. I think they're taking it a bit more serious. And I think that's the hard thing getting started in golf, because I'm not much. I do take things serious. I play football, I like to take that serious, but when I play golf, you know, I'm no wearing chinos and polo shirts. It's not my style, and folk get too anxious if you're not quick enough, so I'm just like that. This isn't for me. It's a busy wee place here, so having these wee tranquil moments where you can just hear the birds singing is positively fantastic. Look at this. They're just chucking a little bit of ancient history for you as well. I remember this from doing the Pilgrim's Way. I walked right along this way. Aye, I know this. This is St Andrew's Grand Design. You're now standing on... Oh, I've got a bug in my mouth. You're now standing on what was an island in Lochore. It was a lordly home and centre of a power dating back to prehistory. And I'm standing right there in the water. Look at that. One of Fife's strongest castles stood here for more than 500 years, washed by the waters of the loch. There's loads to read here. So much. It's still in incredible condition though. It's like enough that you can make it out it was there. I mean, it is just rock and stone, there's not anything going on inside. But it's enough to just kind of stand in awe at. Jim Campbell, who gave his love, time and history to his community. And that's basically what today's all about. And it's littered, scattered all across this part here in Fife. And here's the burn running alongside the road that takes you towards Lochore Castle and then Lochore Meadows. Right, I'm hot-footing it to bingo now. Benarty bells. The 2 bells displayed were hung in Glencraig Parish Church and St Kenneth's Roman Catholic Church. So they've got the bells from the churches and they thought, let's keep them here at the entrance to Lochore Meadows. Benarty bells. I think the bells were here, but I think maybe they've given them like an upgraded house to sit in. This is where the bell ends. The pit winding wheel is a tribute to all the people of the area who depended on coal mining for their livelihood. And the last pit closing in 1967. So the last pit closes in 1967. So I guess from 67 to 1988 there's a period of transformation happening in the area, and over that period your man Willie Clark sees that the place, the people, is in need of something, and thus we begin the beginning of Bragg. There you go, 125 grand for this bit of land. I've come and seen some of the things they do in here in action. Like the pantry is incredible, and it's for the local community, and it's like I guess it's kind of like what Co-op started out as. You know, everyone, it's cheaper food, way cheaper, and it's affordable, and people come in and they've got, I think, tokens that they can use and stuff like that. I should probably get more information on it properly, but it's a great thing. Food bank, pantries, all of these things, because What is life without community? That's what I say. Right, I'm in the pantry. I'll go do a bit of flirting with the ladies in a second, but she said there's a quiz, and here it is here. What was the wee boys? Oh no, Elliot. I've never even seen it. I've never seen E.T. Ridgemount High. Is that right? Which film featured the song The Deadwood Stage? Calamity Jane. I've filled it in. I've arrived early for bingo and I've made the quiz. But I don't know if I have to mark it or not. But here I am. I didn't cheat. I kept my phone in my pocket and I guessed the ones I didn't know. I think it's fun making funny guesses up. Nice.
All the other games, you just got to choose what's on the table.
All right.
There's somebody looking. What are you? Wait, the new somebody's looking.
So we've got, I'm not playing the bingo, but I'm watching. I'm with my team here. What's your name again?
Me?
Yeah.
My name's Jeannie.
I'm with Jeannie. Jeannie is my bingo partner. I'm on Jeannie's team. So I'm rooting for Jeannie. So Jeannie.
Oh, I would choose somebody else.
How are you? But you never win.
No.
Today she wins. If Jeannie wins the day, it'll be unbelievable. Right.
It will be, you're right.
It will be. I like your t-shirt. I like the colour. Oh, it's Winnie the Pooh.
What does it say?
Where should I go today? Asked Piglet. To the wool shop, of course, Pooh. Answered. Great idea, replied Piglet.
Obviously.
So if your number's called out, you sit down.
This is Irish bingo.
Irish bingo. Is that politically correct to call it Irish bingo?
That's what these call it.
We're still standing. 3 numbers and we're still standing.
Maybe bring in my luck.
Why did you say that? Why did she say that? She pushed it. No, you don't say anything. Oh, mixed down. We've not got many left. Oh, we've got a head-to-head title decider.
6 and 5, 65.
It's down. Hey! She gets the wine and the chocolates. She's going to have a great Friday night. Jeannie has brought all colours of Sharpies because that's what community is about.
Share and share alike.
Share and share alike. I think if Jeannie doesn't jinx us this time, she might get a line. Do you got, is this full house lines and 2 lines?
Single line, 2 lines of full house.
There we go.
We're still going.
Jeannie's giving me our fan.
Well, just put in.
Oh, it goes off. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, that's nice. I need one of these.
2 seconds, I'll be immersed in it.
It's usually the fan that moves, but I just move my head and keep the fan still. Right. I've closed my eyes to keep it. It is green. It is 556 to 560.
Green.
Green.
Celia.
Oh, it's got the name. Celia McIntyre. Jeannie just won the raffle. You're a winner. I have to pick Jeannie because she just won another. Jeannie just won another raffle prize. I have to pick for her. Can I give? Is this a prize? Jeannie's a winner. That's a good one, Jeannie.
No, for yourself.
For myself.
I'm not
I can't take that. Hey! Woo! We got another winner.
What's the name of your quiz team? Mick said weird.
Hey, we're doing the answers to the quiz. This is the most important part.
Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, Billy.
Oh. Oh, I got that wrong.
Short circuit.
Elliot, I got that one.
What was the name of the high school in Greece?
Bridal High.
So,
I don't win that, I'm into fucking take scissors to.
the 18 note.
I came last. This table are in the playoff final. I think there should be an inquest into the picture round.
One team.
The winners.
So, the winner today is actually the winners for 2023.
But she did say that only one person who done the quiz knew who the Princess of Pop was, and that was me, Britney Spears. So there you go. But I came last, so it was, well, that's how it goes. That's me finished. I've left them playing their bingo, because bingo's often a serious game, and I'm just always saying things and distracting people. But look, I won a prize. My pal, I made pals. I didn't pull, but I made pals for life. And our pal Jeannie, she won 2 in the raffle, and they were saying she doesn't normally win, so happy days. So I will point out, as Bragg have, they have a place in Leven as well on the high street. It's got mini golf, it's got a cafe, and again, just same idea as here. It's just a hub, it's a place for people to come in the community. That's not overpriced, that's not, you know, you're going to break the bank to go out and get a coffee and something to eat. It's designed there to be accessible, and that is what I love about all this. That made me feel happy being in there, meeting and chatting to everyone, and just to see them having somewhere to go, and just to think that people, you know, they're not all sitting in their houses alone, that they have this to look forward to. Quiz, bingo, all of that stuff, amazing. So that's me now crossing the border. I'm in Lochore now, and I've left Crosshill. Lochore is the home of Baines. That's where the Baines factory is. That's where that exists, just up the road here. Lochore was once a mining village, but the coal mines are now long gone. The area has strong historical links with Sir Walter Scott, whose son married Miss Jobson of Lochore House, now demolished. Many streets in Lochore are named after some of Sir Walter's novels or have connections to him, such as Waverley Street, now Marmion Road, Kenilworth Terrace, Ivanhoe Avenue, Abbotsford Road and Scott Place. And there he is, Sir Walter Scott. The Lochore House, now demolished. And there is Lochore Meadows. Lochore Meadows is in Crosshill, not Lochore. There's the Red Golf, opposite the Lochore Miners Social Club. Imagine how busy this would have been on the finishing time, and all the men coming out the pits, coming into the social club, spending their money on beer, I guess. Not all their pit money on beer, but it was a big part of the economy, the social clubs and the drinking. Welcome to Ballingry. I've made it to the end of Benarty. Ballingry. Here I am. So if you're looking at these streets on this side, you can tell these would have been here for the miners, and it would have expanded as the mines expanded into the 20th century. And then on this side you have more modern houses that appear to have been built in the last, I'm going to put my neck on the line and say they're last 20 years post-millennium. There you go. I think I'm almost at the coal mining memorial up here. That's where I'll get the drone up. That's the place. So, between Glencraig, Crosshill, Lochore, Ballingry, it's got a population of just over 5,000 people. Look at the proximity to Moss Moran. I didn't realise it was that close to it. Five years is a long time to have visited somewhere and then come back, even though I feel like when you record these memories it sort of shrinks the time between it. You're always like, has that been that amount of time? Unbelievable. So here we are, the beautiful coal mining memorial. Out of all the things I remember most about my original Benarty episode, the garden here in Ballingry is the thing I remember the most. Yeah, and the artwork on the container at the bottom of the miner, and it's just such a peaceful place to kind of reflect on the past and of course the present and everything that happens in life. People come and go, industries come and go, jobs come and go, and then all we're left with are memories. So these places are just amazing because we honour those memories, the energy and time and life that people gave to give us a world today. Right, you know what the plan is. I'm going to get my beef hoop out, sorry plural, my beef hoops, and a can of Coke and some Smarties, and I'm going to fly my drone and I'm going to immortalise the Benarty Memorial from the sky. But I want to thank my patron legends who without I would not be here today, sweating, winning Prosecco at bingo with the Benarty legends, all of that. You guys are the best. Your name's coming down the screen there. If you want to be a legend, join the Patreon. You can click the link below, that'd be great. I'll be doing some extra footage like going around Lochore Meadows. That'll be soon, so you can find that on my Patreon. Anyway, here's some drone footage. Peace. It's a really beautiful memorial garden here. Smells nice, it's well kept, and it really is a fitting tribute. There's a stillness around here, a sort of You know, it's not all happy memories about the mine, and I think people look back on it with who were around the mining industry. You know, a lot of people do look fondly back, but again, it was hard, dirty, laborious work that took so many lives. If you live round here, you've got plenty of places for adventuring. As I say, you look right back onto Benarty Hill there, which you can climb up over, go round to Lochore. This is where the community centre used to be. I wonder what they're going to do with it, just reclaim it and give it back to nature and have a big park here. That would be nice, eh? Big beautiful park in the middle of Ballingry for the people. Tell you what, it's a big space. I guess it's okay just being wild right now, but eventually I'm sure something will come of this, and I'll be back in another 5 years to check up on it. Oh, are they back? Are they doing something with it? Oh, is that what they're going to be doing with it? Shops? Oh, we'll find out in a few years' time. We've got a bingo shop. Tell you what, they love their bingo in Benarty. And there's the Benarty community shop. We love to see it. So there's lots of options here. Community shops, you've got, God, the Bragg Pantry. I've seen the Orr Community Cafe in Lochore. Lots of positive things. It's even a community cemetery. It's like surrounded by the houses, folks. Back gardens, top windows, that's your bedroom. You open your curtains, you're looking out onto the cemetery. That is community burial. Oh, it's getting really warm and sweaty now. The streets are very peaceful today in Ballingry. There's no date really, but the sun is starting to come out. There's a church. I was thinking there's got to be a church close to that cemetery, and there it is. I'm not going to lie, there's mazes of streets around here, so I'm going to try and stick to like a sort of, like I'm making a jigsaw and I'm just building the outsides, just looking for the edge pieces. I'm edging in Ballingry right now. Also, the Church of Scotland with its wee bell on the top, it's a beautiful little church. I noticed that they've kept that bell in the church, but eventually that bell might end up at the front of Lochore Meadows one day, where all bells end. Pretty much on the level of the hill here, at the back of Benarty Hill. It's hot, it's really hot and sweaty, and it starts to make my brain go all fuzzy. I'm just cutting across this way, I'm not going up the hill anymore. Right, there's the Come In. There's another wee area ready to be developed. What are they going to put here? So the Come In, and it's next to Ballingry Store 2. So they've got Store 1 and Store 2. Alright man, how's it going? How you doing?
I never thought I'd bump into you.
There we go, I just got recognised by the Ballingry postie. Says he watches my stuff, he enjoys it, has a laugh. I was like, ah, it's good, eh? Look at the name of that place, the Come In, what a name. See, Ballingry's where all the hills are. Everyone seems to be on a hill in Ballingry. Let's just have a wee wander down here and see. Maybe it's just a shortcut, a Ballingry shortcut. I'd quite like to find a tree swing, because I just seem to stop bumping into them now. Huh, just a wee shortcut. You can see I can see the top of Bragg, that's where my car's parked. Temperature difference from just walking through the streets of houses to walking through the shaded woodland there. Oh, night and day. Unbelievable. I needed that little cool off in there. For me, when I was younger, I wouldn't even notice flower pots or people doing all that work. You're just kind of living. I'm not saying taking advantage or being entitled to everything is as it is, but you kind of are when you're young, and an appreciation develops over time. There we go, Bonnie Bingary. Happy the man who belongs to nae party, but sits in his own house and looks out in Benarty. 130 years have passed since Reverend David Jamie published his Old Church Life in Ballingry, and his book has since been the chief source of information about the past life of the parish. Yeah, many things have happened since he was here. The introduction of deep seam coal mining at the turn of the 20th century. Bonnie Bingary lost much of its rural charm. Sir Walter writes, "We settled this morning to go to church at Lochore, that is, Ballingry. We came to an earthly paradise. One wonders what Sir Walter Scott would have written had it been possible for him to have seen the new township, where in his day there stood stalks of corn and hayricks, and in the whole parish, according to his friend, the Reverend James Gregg, one could count only 70 reeking lums, when it is remembered that Lumfinnans, Balbidi and part of the village of Logelly were in the parish. The minister's remark emphasises the sparseness of the population." Interesting, eh? So, are you from here?
Yeah.
Alright guys, these guys want to be in the video.
Lahore.
Are you from Lahore?
Yeah.
Do you like living here?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a cool area, there's lots to do for kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been up the Benarty Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
Nice.
I've done it with my school, Bernardi.
Nice, it's good, eh?
Yeah.
You got the meadows, the meadies loads.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What's your
I go fishing at the middies.
yeah. What's your favourite thing about living here?
Middies.
The meadies. Fishing. Perfect guys. Right. It'll be out on Sunday on YouTube, so keep an eye out. What a friendly place this is. I actually remember the last time I came here, some kids came and talked to me as well. Those kids from 5 years ago will be a bit more grown up, and those wee kids 5 years ago would have just been teeny weeny. So every generation, they're happy, curious place. But it's interesting to read that sign there about Bonnie Bingary, and then obviously the idea that I was kind of talking about it earlier, how it's the contrast between nature and brick and mortar and houses, and the sort of mess that comes with more and more people. It's aye, but you feel it. There is something special about the area, and you look around it. Well, my detour round Ballingry has brought me out at Lochore. I think at some point when I've been walking around here in the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I've gone into Ballingry. I just didn't see the sign. Sorry, I've gone into Lochore, but I didn't see the white sign. So straight down that way, you've got your Baines factory, and I would say it's got to be one of Scotland's most successful business stories, and especially in the food industry. So, as the place was developing around the mines, this is when all of these buildings would have been built for all the people. That's like Baines number 1. That is number 1 Baines. It's closest to the factory where all the food comes. So technically that's got to be the freshest of all the Baines. I mean, they're all really fresh, but it's got to be the freshest Baines. So if you're a Baines fanatic who's not from Fife, you've got to get yourself there. Baines number 1. There's the bowling green. It's probably seen better conditions. I've seen flatter, greener surfaces, but hey, it's there. I wonder if they've disbanded. It doesn't look like it's being cared for as much, but it's at the back of the Miners' Welfare Club. I think bowls is important to everyone's welfare. And I can conclude my hot, sweaty trip around Benarty today. But what a joy it has been. I learnt about the Celtic player in that incredible story. I played some, well I didn't play bingo, but I was there for the bingo and I'd done the quiz. I came last, but I got some Prosecco, so that was fun, and I just had a really good walk around to reflect on this area, and just go over bits that I didn't really capture when I first came here, that today I've been able to see and learn and bring it all together. So next for me is, after this weekend, we're going to present the video, the documentary that we've made with the guys who were doing my vlogging course, so that's exciting, and at some point it'll be up online for you to see as well. But until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for having me, Benarty. Peace.
Well, it was lovely to see you. It's the end of the show. Bring on tomorrow. Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Say goodnight to the ginger man. One last ice cream for the bearded band. Pistachio